A rather extraordinary end to a pulsating game saw Skerries Harps claim pole position in Division 2 following this 4-point victory over Fingallians in Lawless Park on Wednesday night. An action-packed last few moments would see Niall Tormey bring Fingallians to within a point of Harps with an expert finish past the keeper. However, he would follow that up with a missed free in front of the posts before Skerries Harps broke upfield to grab the insurance score in injury time as Ciaran Murphy's shot ricocheted off the goalkeeper and then off himself as the ball trickled off the line. And so a game that had promised so much for the home side petered out as they saw a 6-point halftime lead wiped out. They will look back on 2 goal chances, one in each half, but in fairness Skerries had them under the cosh for most of the second half. The visitors had Fingallians on the ropes with a good brand of possession football, while their first and second half goals were perhaps borrowed in part from a St. Vincent's team that beat them quite convincingly in the first round of the group stages of the championship last month. In any case, they were both well-executed efforts, with former Dublin underage star Donal McIlgum fisting home off a fine break from Harry Dawson and Cillian McGuinness, then outfoxing the Fingallians keeper with a terrific piece of opportunism as he beat Ian Riley with a fisted lob after being released by Owen McGinley. That second goal would see Skerries Harps up by 2 points with 10 minutes remaining, but the game was still in the melting pot right up until the final moments of the game. It had been a different story in the first half, which had seen Fingallians very much in the ascendant. Certainly they had taken the game to the home side, with some purposeful running up front and Niall Tormey directing proceedings in the middle third. Nonetheless, it had taken the home side some time to get into their stride, and it was Skerries who posted the first 4 scores of the game as Conan Doherty, Jerry Daly, Kevin Gilmore and Jack Smith all raised the white flag. However, after a Sheen Lynch had opened Fingallians' account off a free, the home side were then desperately unlucky not to find the back of the net when Dylan Staunton saw an effort come back off the far post. Moments later they did grab a goal when the ball spun off the keeper and David Killen was on hand to convert. That score came midway through the half, and from that moment, Fingallians began to open up a bit of a lead, winning a series of frees which were converted by Lynch. Then, with halftime approaching, they found the back of the net for the second time when, having turned over the Skerries defense, they worked the ball up to Cillian, who beat the Skerries keeper with the deftest of finishes. Skerries were then dealt another blow when their influential defender, Owen Smith, was black-carded just before the break. Fingallians were leading 2-6 to 0-6 at the midway stage, but Harps made a very determined start to the second half, with Harry Dawson a pivotal figure for them on the 40. McIlgum eventually leveled proceedings midway through before Lynch shot across the face of the goal at the other end. Smith and Paul Flynn would then trade points, and while McGuinness would edge Skerries Harps 2 points ahead, the game was then turned on a sixpence when Tormey showed terrific skill to turn his marker before finding the far corner. There was just a point between them at that stage, but then came Tormey's missed free and Murphy clinched victory with that fortuitous third Skerries goal in injury time. Fingallians: Ian O'Reilly, David O'Brien, Danny Lynch, Paul Graves, David Gillen, Danny Campion, Donald Keane, Derek Rogers 0-1, Cillian Power, Dylan Staunton 0-2, Niall Tormey 1-2, 0-145 feet, Kieran McLaughlin, Kieran Murtaugh, Sheen Lynch 0-6, 0-3 Paul Flynn. Subs: Neil Dawson, Brian Walzer, Ian Kennedy. Skerries Harps: Alan Coulian, Ross McGarry, Sean Rocks, Kevin Dalton, Owen Smith, Brian Cullen, Jack Smith 0-2, Connor O'Brien 0-1, Owen McGinley 0-1, Kevin Gilmore 0-2, Harry Dawson 0-4, 0-4 Jerry Daly 0-3, Shane Hickey, Donal McIlgum 1-0, Conan Doherty 0-1. Subs: Finn O'Leary, Ciaran Murphy, Cillian McGuinness 1-2. Fingal Independent.